From the beautiful campus of Casper College, it's time to dive into the world of Casper College athletics with another episode of the Casper College Coaches Show. Now here's your host, Phil Kohler.
Welcome fans to the Casper College Coaches Show. I'm your host, Phil Kohler, joined as always by the coach of the Lady Thunderbirds, Dwight Ganeri. Coach, great weekend this weekend. You guys go up to Gillette. You play the Region 9 versus Region 13 showdown, classic, whatever you want to call it. You guys come away 3-0, moved to 9-3 in the season overall. Talk a little bit vaguely about the overall of what this last weekend was like for you.
First of all, it's a great event. I appreciate Gillette College men's and women's team putting it on. We get a chance to play 3 games in 3 days against competition that we don't normally get to play against, and plus we don't have to travel a long ways for it. So great event. This is the 3rd year that we've done it, first year that Gillette's been involved in it because they have their program back again. So tremendous. Appreciate them putting it on. From a basketball standpoint, I thought we played 2.5 really good games overall. We got off to a little bit of a slow start against Smiles on Thursday night. I think the first half it was, just under double-digit score, and then the second half we took off and played pretty well both offensively and defensively. And it was a good weekend where we picked up 3 wins, got a lot of kids, a lot of playing experience, and overall, just a positive experience.
Yeah, well, let's start with that win on Thursday against Miles. You guys end up winning 80-50. Logan Alvar leads the way with 16 points. She's the only player in double figures, but you get 13 different players in the scoring column. What does that do for kids' confidence and those kids that don't always necessarily get a chance to play a ton, but got a chance this weekend?
It's a great opportunity because we never know when their minutes are going to get stretched out. So every chance we get to get them on the court and get them some meaningful minutes and opportunities. These are good players too. I mean, it doesn't shock me that there's 13 of them that got into the scoring column. It's just sometimes their opportunities are a little irregular, and they make the best of it when they get in there.
Sure. And then moving to Friday, you guys get a 67-59 win over Williston, who came into the weekend undefeated. We talked last weekend about how tough that they are. They played Western Nebraska the night before to 3 points, and just a really good basketball team. You guys come out, you beat them by 8. Logan leads the way with 19-9. Talk a little bit about what went down on that Friday.
Great game. It was a great game actually, I thought Williston played really well, and we played well. Not a lot of turnovers in the contest, and I thought the girls were very well prepared. We understood what they were going to try to do offensively and did a real nice job on their sets. And, for us too, offensively, I think Logan's been carrying us for a long time, and she's just been such a huge spark for us. And we're really pleased with that win. That was a good quality win for us.
Absolutely. You get 12 more from Andy Schisler, who makes 4 3-point shots. How is that inside-outside? I mean, if Andy's knocking down shots, you guys obviously are a much better basketball team.
It is. When we have balance, and Lutz has been fairly consistent inside as well. And person I should mention, too, is Olivia Ogston come off the bench. Williston went zone. Don't see a lot of zone, up to there. She hit a couple big threes and then got Williston out of the zone there. So along with Andy and Olivia, we shot the 3 well, especially in that first half, and good balance there.
Well, and so you guys get credited with double-figure offensive rebounds in both those games, Thursday and Friday. Stat keeping is a bit of an art form. Shout out to John Spear and Mike Newman,
Absolutely.
The best in the business, right?
Absolutely.
But was offensive rebounding something that you had put an emphasis on this week?
All the time.
Sure.
We really want to win the rebounding edge, and every time we get a second chance to score on offense, and if our shooting percentage is 40%, you're going to score some points that way. And then the same thing on the other side is we got to be one and done when they're shooting. And so yes, rebounding's always a big emphasis for us.
Absolutely. So then moving on to Saturday, you guys have that early game, 9 a.m. Saturday morning against Dawson. Come out a little bit slow, but then you win the 2 middle quarters by a total of 33 points. You end up winning the game 98-55. Again, 13 different players in the score column. Who's somebody in that game that you felt like, or even over the weekend, that you felt like doesn't normally get a ton of minutes but had a chance to come out and really show what they're capable of this weekend?
Great question. I already mentioned Olivia Ogston.
Yeah.
I thought she had a good weekend in that role. And then one that's been kind of trending that direction too has been Jada Clarkston out of Montana. Just does a great job of carrying out our assignments, whatever our scouting report is, and whatever we're trying to execute on offense. And she's a great rebounder. We were talking about that just off a second ago there. She does a great job offensively rebounding and defensively rebounding. So I thought she was excellent this weekend.
Absolutely. You guys shoot 62% from the field. Obviously, shooting it from inside is to make it a little bit easier. But also, you're putting kids in positions to get good shots. Am I right?
We are, yes. Offensively, we are able to get in there, but also our transition was real good against Dawson. We got out and ran pretty well and got some conversion layups. So that ups that percentage when you finish that way.
Absolutely. Well, and so again, going back to Friday night, Andy Schisler hits a couple of big threes for you. She's been a great shooter for you all year. Talk a little bit about what the freshman brings to the table for you.
She's just been tremendous for us. She's our leading scorer on the season. She can attack the rim too off the dribble and has developing a mid-range game.
Sure.
You know, we're going to keep working on that, but she's probably definitely is our highest three-point shooting percentage and can get to the rim. So she's been a big offensive spark for us.
Now, she hails from Kersey, Colorado. Coach, have you ever been to Kersey, Colorado?
That would be a no. That is on the bucket list, you know, whatever retirement is.
Sure.
That's
the destination
point of
spot.
destination
Absolutely.
that we'll be making, but no, not at this point.
All right, well, we're going to get to know Andy a little bit better and a little bit more about Kersey, Colorado on 94 Feet with Andy Schisler. This is 94 Feet with Andy Schisler. Andy, you ready to go?
Yes.
All right, so you come from Colorado up to Wyoming. Are you a big skier like everybody else in Colorado?
I have been skiing, but I don't go during basketball season. So.
That's probably a good idea. Coach Canary might kill you, right?
Yeah.
All right, what's the toughest part about being a freshman college basketball player?
Probably just all the sets that we have to remember and the conditioning as well.
Yeah. All right, who is the funniest player on the Casper College Lady Thunderbirds?
Jada.
All right. Coming down to the end of a game, would you rather make a game-winning three-point shot or get the game-winning assist?
Game-winning 3.
Of course. Last question. You come from Kersey, Colorado. Not a very big town. What's the best thing to eat in Kersey, Colorado?
There's only one place. It's a pizza place called Kersey Pizza.
All right. We'll have to check out Kersey Pizza then, right? This has been 94 Feet with Andy Schisler. That easy.
Yeah.
Right? Welcome back, fans. Coach, you guys get an opportunity now to travel to a new place. You guys are heading down to New Mexico, Hobbs, New Mexico, to play in the New Mexico Junior College Classic. First opportunity that you guys have had to do this. What kind of led you into this? What was the opportunity like for you guys?
Well, just like you said, opportunity to play good competition. Sure. The previous 2 years we went to Las Vegas, but that got a little pricier for us. It cost us quite a bit. When we travel to New Mexico, we get some team guarantee and help with hotel rooms. So financially, it was easy to make this decision. Plus, you know, we're going to play some very quality teams while we're down there.
Yeah, a couple of Region 5 opponents. You guys are going to start on Friday with South Plains. South Plains comes in at 5-6, but man, they've played a tough schedule.
Yes.
They play the defending champs, Northwest Florida State, to 14 points. I mean, they've been in a lot of games with some lot of good teams. What do you expect from them on Friday?
Another opponent was Trinity Valley, who's a top 10 team, and definitely have our hands full, especially inside. They're huge. Sure. You know, they have 2 players that are at 6'4", 2 that are 6'2", and 1 that is 6'1". They are inside oriented, so we're going to have to do a great job of trying to keep the ball out of there as much as possible and just contest. And we talked about rebounding a little earlier in the show here. That's really going to be a factor because their bigs probably don't have the highest shooting percentage, but they get their own miss and they keep going until they get it. So rebounding, blocking out is going to be tremendously critical against them.
I feel like that rebounding word is one we use a lot on this show.
It's turnovers,
right?
and it is, and it's legit.
Yeah, absolutely. So then Saturday, you guys move on to the host New Mexico Junior College, also the place that former Casper College head coach Sean Gutting,
Yep.
Sean Gutting got his start in coaching. Shout out to Coach Gutting and the Southern Utah University Thunderbirds. So you guys get them on Saturday at 4 o'clock. They come in at 10-3 overall from Region 5, but really they're technically 10-1. They just got a couple of losses because of some weird things. What have you seen from New Mexico Junior College so far?
First of all, yeah, you're right. Of those 3 losses, 2 of them they actually won on the court, but because of some type of administrative error in their paperwork, they had to forfeit those 2 games.
Sure.
So just only have 1 actual loss down the court. They're very complete. Can attack the rim athletically with their guards. They get downhill very well. Again, we're going to be dealing with probably one of the best post players that I may have seen in in 10 years, talent-wise. Got to watch her play at the Jamboree in Denver. Good on the perimeter, good putting it on the floor, 6'3", just legit post-Division I player. So we're going to have to do again, guard the perimeter, and then we're also going to have some good post defense.
Well, the 5th-ranked team in the country coming in, they come in averaging almost 80 points a game, that high-tempo style. But then on the defensive end, they're holding teams to just 33% from the field, 24% from three. What's one real key for you guys that are going to have on Saturday?
Well, we're going to have to handle their athleticism and length. That's that's what makes them so good defensively. They're going to get into the passing lanes as well. So, the big thing will be to take care of the turnovers. We got to reduce that. And then also we got to get some second chance points. We got to rebound against that size because the first shot's going to be contested most likely.
Sure. So then Sunday morning, 11 a.m., you guys will get a chance to see another Region 9 team in McCook.
Okay.
When you see another Region 9 team in this situation, do you kind of take it as this could be a potential team that we'll see in round one of the Region 9 tournament?
Absolutely. It's a feel-out process. It's always good. You can watch a lot of video, but to be able to play somebody in person, you really get a good feel for what you're going to be dealing with. And there is McCook will be right up there in the south, and real good chance that we will see them in the regional tournament.
Absolutely. So they come in 7-4 overall, but I tell you what, Gemma Grutner is a girl that can really play. She scores the basketball just shy of 20 points a game, shooting at 51% from the field, but 42% from three. Yeah. I mean, you guys are really going to have to get after on the defensive end.
That'll be a matchup that we're going to have to. It may take multiple people, to defend her. And again, it'll be critical to limit their scoring opportunities by not giving them second opportunities, and because she's going to get her points, and we're going to have to just do our best to limit the opportunities for her.
So, Coach, when you're heading back on Sunday afternoon, looking back at the weekend, what's one thing that you're going to hopefully look back on and say we were really good at this?
Handling teams attacking us off the dribble, and probably handling some good interior size that will be tested for the first time. We're just going to get an opportunity to really develop a lot of parts of our game, offensively and defensively. So I think this is a good trip to make us better.
Yeah, great. So then, Coach, we'll go on break for Christmas, New Year's. We'll be back at the start of 2024. But, Coach, with Christmas right around the corner, I got to ask you, what's the best Christmas gift that you've ever received?
Anything growing up, I remember getting a really good baseball glove. I was into baseball big time, and that was a Christmas gift. Yeah. Anything that dealt with sports, a brand new basketball or something like that growing up, it was anything along those lines was. And we couldn't wait to get outside and test it out and those kind of things with my brother and stuff. So, I would go with that.
Yeah.
I would any type of sport thing when I was a kid.
Absolutely. Well, and I'm sure with baseball, you probably had to wait until the weather warmed up a little bit. But
we found a way to do it in the snow. If it was a brand new baseball glove or something like that, it got broke out that day.
Well, hopefully not too much in the house, though, right?
No, there was no chance of that. No, we would have heard it from Mom if anything like a baseball would have broke out.
Well, hey, so last question, Coach, and I know this is a tough one. Hypothetically, you can give one gift to your entire team. What's the one gift that you're going to give to your entire team for Christmas this year?
It would be one that I think would be ongoing. I just think the world of every one of them on our roster, and I just hope for immediate success here while they're at Casper College. And I'm sure this is going to happen, but just continued success in their lives as they go forward. They're tremendous kids. I know they're going to be great parents if that is something they choose to do. They're going to be great in the business world and stuff. So just continued success, continued health. They're amazing, and I wish them the best in their future.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, Friday 4:00, Saturday 4:00, and then Sunday at 11:00. Best of luck to you on the road this weekend.
Appreciate it.
Safe travels to you and the team. And then we won't have a chance to talk, so have a great Christmas. Have a happy New Year.
You as well.
We'll get
Much
back.
appreciated.
Yep, we'll get back together after the New Year.
You bet. All right. Thank you.
Fans, remember, shoot for the stars, because even if you miss, there's always a chance for an offensive rebound. Thanks for joining us.